Congratulations on your purchase of the Revolution 1 Sport Kite. It's the most advanced flying system available on the market today, and it has been designed for years of high-performance fun and excitement. The tape has been developed to help give you the most fun and enjoyment out of your kite. Let's take a closer look at the performance of the Revolution 1. To set up your kite, you need three things: your line set, your handles, and a stake. Unwind your lines about 2 feet, and notice they come in pairs, black and white. The black is on the bottom, the white is on the top. The bottom of the handle is the long section of the handle. The top is the short section. Disconnect the pairs, and to attach them, use a lark's head. Put your fingers through, fold over, and pinch. Black is on the bottom. Cinch it onto the knot, pull it tight. 2 fingers through, fold it over, pinch. White's on the top. Do the same to the other handle. 2 fingers through, fold it over, do the knot. White's on top. 2 fingers through, fold it over, black's on the bottom. Connect these to the winder, the top of the handle over, and then walk your line sets out slowly. Don't worry about any twists. Okay, as you unwind and get to the end of your line set, carefully take your lines off the winder. Again, you have them paired, a black and a white. Spread them apart back to the handles. Don't worry about twists at this point. Lie your lines down, spread apart, and open your kite up. When you open your kite up, keep the leading edge into the wind. This keeps the kite from catching the wind and getting out of control. Notice, leading edge into the wind. Carefully insert the shaft inside the leading edge and connect it. You'll feel it pop into place. Then put the end cap over the end. Do the same to the other side. An important thing to remember if you fly in the sand is to watch out for abrasion in the leading edge. If sand gets into the leading edge, it's important to clean it out because it's a very abrasive material. Now, to finish setting up your kite, control the leading edge always into the wind. Lay it face down. The logo is facing down. We're going to put the strut shafts on. Start at the top cap. Make sure it's completely in. Pop on the bottom cap. The same on the other side. Top cap. Make sure it's completely in. Bottom cap. Now, bring the kite up over the line sets. Again, control the leading edge into the wind. Place it down well over the lines. Lift up the wing and use it as a windbreak. To attach the lines, notice again we have our black and white lines. The white line goes on the top. Lark's head, fold it over, connect it to the knot, just like we do on the handles. The black, lark's head, connect it on the knot. Cinch it down, pull it up. Do the same on the other side. To stand the kite up for launch, grip the leading edge and hold it securely so that the wind doesn't take control of it. Step back, holding onto the kite, and stand it up. The handles are staked and will hold the kite up. Now, be very careful and tip your wingtips under. This gives you a downforce on the kite, which keeps it from self-launching. If the tips are left back, it has a tendency to self-launch. This is something you have to be careful about. Let's go back to the handles and get ready to launch the kite. Okay, now reach down, watch your kite and pick up your handles, and then we're going to check to make sure the lines are clear. Hold up your lines and straighten them out, make sure that everything's clear to the kite. Before we launch the kite, we need to make sure that the flying area is clear. Make sure you're not flying around obstacles, people, cars, pathways, roads, anything like that. The kite draws a lot of attention, and you have to make sure that the flying area is clear. To launch the kite, make sure your kite is located downwind. Next, make sure the lines are tight by stepping back. With the lines tight, rotate the thumbs back and tug sharply back, keeping the thumbs rotated back. Okay, one of the problems with kite launching that often happens is they try to launch off wind. As you can see, the wind's blowing this way, the kite is that way. We're off wind. As we try to launch, the kite's going to try and roll off into the wind, and it usually crashes. The key is to launch downwind. An off-wind launch looks like this. Thumbs back, pull. The important thing you should realize here is that you're off wind. Move the kite on wind, pull tight on the lines, and tug sharply back. The kite will launch straight up. Another common problem in launching the kite is not keeping the thumbs rotated back. If your thumbs drop after you launch, the kite launches and then comes back down. It's important to keep the thumbs rotated back while launching. The wrong way to do it is like this. The right way to do it is like this. After launching the kite, what you need to focus on now is to fly at altitude. Fly slightly to the left, slightly to the right. Get a very comfortable feel for a light turning motion. First, we launch the kite by rotating the thumbs back and tugging sharply, keeping the thumbs rotated back. As the kite rises to altitude, turn slightly to the left just by tapping. Turn slightly to the right by tapping. So turn slightly to the left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right. To reverse or back the kite down, start from the normal flying position with your thumbs back. Then, lightly with both thumbs, rotate forward on the top of the handles. This causes the kite to stop flying forward and back down, causing it to land. Keep the kite level as you back it down, and you can lightly land it on the ground. It looks like this. Thumbs back, lightly forward, a little more left, 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 touchdown. The key here is to lightly control the handles. To spin the kite, start from the normal flying position, thumbs back. Then to spin left, rotate the left thumb forward. As long as the thumb is rotated forward, the kite spins to the left. Then return, stopping the spin. To spin to the right, rotate the right thumb forward. As long as the thumb is rotated forward, the kite spins. This is what the spin maneuver looks like. Thumbs back, left spin. Right spin. You'll often find yourself in this situation. When the kite is in an upside down position, you can reverse it off the ground by reversing the control handles. From the normal flight position, reverse by pushing one thumb forward, causing the kite to roll over. A more advanced way to reverse the kite from the ground is by rotating both thumbs forward simultaneously. While the kite is flying in a forward direction, it can be stopped instantly at any time by sharply rotating the thumbs forward simultaneously. This can even be done as the kite dives. Let's take a look at some advanced moves now. A sliding motion on the kite can be caused by pulling on the wing control. If you pull on the left control handle, the kite slides toward the left tip. If you pull on the right control handle, the kite slides toward the right tip. Something this is often used on is tip landings, and it looks like this. Regular launch, thumbs back, pull sharply back. Now, pulling back on the top hand or left hand causes it to rise to the left. Pulling in on the right hand causes it to drop to the right. Top hand rise. Bottom hand drop. Right tip landing. Another advanced move is reverse flight. We're going to show you a horizontal reverse flight. To do this, get it up in the air, stabilize it. If it starts to climb, drop it a little bit by pulling in on the bottom handle. If it starts to drop, pull a little on the top and get it to rise. Once it's stabilized, lightly push both thumbs forward, causing the kite to reverse back. Looks like this. Launch the kite, stabilize it, balancing it up, down, and then reverse by pushing both thumbs forward. As you can see, our weather conditions are picking up, and we're going to do some high performance flying for you right now and show you what you can do in the high winds. Then we'll go back and finish up the instructionals. Over water. Okay, slide, follow me under. Try to split dive. Set, go. Set, out. Set, up, not too far, jump. Okay. Set, in. Yeah. Okay. Spin face right, set, go. Good. Forward, set, go slowly. Okay. Spin, full spin left. Set,
no, just falling. Drop.
Back. Right there. Here we go. Full spin left, set, go. Good. Full spin right, set, go. Tip land in the sand, set, go. Yeah. Launch.
Okay, do your stuff out there. Stay on the water and do something for me.
Launch, set, go. Okay, follow me under. Okay, back over the water. Water. One of the problems you can run into on the kite is to over-control the wingtips. If you rotate and reverse the wings by too much, you can cause the wing to flip under. To correct this, release on the handle and allow the wing to flip back out. It looks like this. Over-control, correct left. Over-control, correct left. Here's another problem you might encounter with your kite. If the kite spins off to one side, and no matter what you do, you can't quite get it to launch, this is characteristic of a wing wrap. This happens to be a right wing wrap. Let's go up and take a closer look and see exactly what the problem is. Okay, when we come up and take a closer look at the kite, we instantly see that the corner's been wrapped. Just simply clear the line and correct it, and check all other bridle points on the kite and make sure that they're clear. When you're done flying for the day, simply roll your kite over nose down, lay it back. With the leading edge forward into the wind, it keeps it from self-launching. Then, unattach your lines and get them ready to wind in. Now with the kite down, roll it back, stabilizing it. Set your handles down. Now let's disconnect the lines from the handles. Do one handle at a time and keep them paired. We've got a black on the bottom and a white on the top. After you disconnect the lines, connect them back together. Now put them off to the side and do the same to the other side. Now to disconnect the line set at the kite, same as at the handles. Disconnect the white from the top, the black from the bottom. Be sure to lock them back together into a pair. Put them off to the side and do the same to the other side. The line sets can be wound in from either end, either from the kite or the handle end. To wind them in, Attach the pairs individually. Keep them separated in your hand. This helps to avoid tangles. Then wind in a figure 8 motion. Over, over, over. As you're winding in the final length, make sure that your lines have been wound on tightly. This helps to avoid tangling. The other thing you want to remember is not to drag the line sets along the ground as you wind them in. This can also cause them to tangle. Walk into the final end of the line set. Route them on securely. Pull the shock cord around the set and attach it down. It's a good idea to rotate back and forth from the kite to the handles while winding them in. This helps to avoid tangling and wear on the line. We're ready to put the kite away. Remember, it's important that the leading edge is kept up into the wind so that the kite doesn't self-launch. To disassemble the kite, pop the end cap and separate the shaft about 3 or 4 inches. If you've been flying in sand, be sure to completely remove your leading edge and clean it. Now, with it separated, fold over into the center and do the same to the other wing. Pop off the end cap, pull out the shaft 3 or 4 inches, and fold over. Now, pull out the lower end caps and pull the shafts out. Don't put the shafts down because you might forget them. Roll the kite over, lay the shafts into the leading edge, and roll up. When the kite's rolled in this way, it keeps the bridle inside and out of the way. Now, slide into your bag. You can also put your handles and winder into the bag for compact storage. If your sail's wet, take it out when you get home and open it up and lay it out so it can dry, leaving it loose. You're now ready for your next flight.